Hi, welcome to another episode. Today I'm just going to meditate a few words from the book of Proverbs once again, from chapter 3. It's actually a well known passage. Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 5 onwards. 5 to 8 is what I want to read. It starts like this, trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding. Verse 6 it says, in all your ways acknowledge him and he will make your path straight. Verse 7, do not be wise in your own eyes, fear the Lord and turn away. It will be 8, it says, it will be healing to your body and refreshment to your bones. So verse 5 to 8. There are 3 different areas that are mentioned. Let me read it for you again. Trust in the Lord, do not lean on your own understanding, in all your ways acknowledge him, do not be wise in your own eyes, fear the Lord and turn away from evil. So let me just go through these 3 sets of things that what says. What to do. The first thing it says, trust in God. Trust in God, that is the number one thing. Another one is acknowledging God. Trusting in God starts from the mind, and acknowledging starts from actions, and fear the Lord. So those are the 3 things that this particular passage advises us to do. Trusting in the Lord, and number 2 is in all your ways acknowledge him. Number 3 is in verse 7, fear the Lord. And what not to do. The first thing what not to do is this: do not lean on your own understanding. Number 1 is do not lean on your own understanding. Number 2, do not be wise in your own eyes. Number 3, turn away from evil. That's what we can see in the Bible. Verse 5 it says, do not lean on your own understanding. And then verse 7 it says, do not be wise in your own eyes. And verse 7 again we can see it says, turn away from evil. And when we do all that, what happens? That is what we can find out in the third thing. What happens? Number 1 it says, he will make your path straight. Verse 6 we can see that he will make your path straight. Verse 8 it says, it will be a healing to your body and it will be a refreshment to your bones. We can see that. Verse 6 it says, he will make your path straight. Verse 8, it will be a healing to your body and refreshment to your bones. Just 4 verses I think, but it carries a lot of depth. One of the verses that we as young kids, from the small age, we by heart it, trust in the Lord, in all your ways acknowledge him. But I think this adds a lot of meaning to it. Trusting in God, even in tough times, acknowledging God, that is very, very important. Giving the respect, giving the glory that is due to him, and fear the Lord. The secret of success of Joseph was just this: he was fearing the Lord. And 3 things not to do. Do not lean on your own understanding. Never lean on our own understanding. That's what we see is. And do not entrust, and do not lean on your own understanding when things even doesn't make sense. Now that means, in other words, it says, do not reason for everything. Do not reason out everything, because there are things that God does which is beyond our understanding. And do not be wise in your own eyes. We think man makes his plans, but it is God who has to fulfill it. So it is beyond that. Our thoughts are not his thoughts, our plans are not his plans, our understanding is not his understanding. We can see only in the horizontal level, but God sees in the vertical level. God sees. God sees with an eagle eye. He knows what's going to happen 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line. So I think he knows our lives much better than what we know. So we cannot lean on our own understanding. That's something amazing. Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 5 it says, do not trust in your own flesh, do not lean on your own understanding. That's what it means. And then it says, do not be wise in your own eyes. Never be wise in our own eyes, because our eyes can fail. We cannot reason out everything. And then turn away from evil. That is something that is very, 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 very important. And then 3 things it says, he will make your path straight. In a crooked world, God will make our path straight. In a sick world, he will bring healing to our body. In a world that is broken, he will refresh us. He will refresh our bones. Today, in whatever you might be, whatever that is going through in our lives, just remember this passage. Trust the Lord with all your heart. Then we can say, acknowledge him in all your ways. And then it says, Fear the Lord. And 3 things not to do. Number 1, do not lean on your own understanding. Number 2, do not be wise in your own eyes. Number 3, turn away from evil. And what God does, number 1, He will make your path straight. Number 2, it will be a healing to our body. Number 3, it will be a refreshment to your bones. God bless you. Stay blessed. Stay safe. Let's trust God, depend on God, acknowledge God. Let's fear God without trusting in ourselves, but let us trust Him with our full heart, with our full being. Amen. God bless you.